I just can't understand why there is a portion of this fan base who just seems infatuated with the idea of trading away RJ Barrett. It makes no sense. This guy wants to be here. He's home. He showed you that he was the heartbeat of this team in the playoffs. Why do you want to give that up? Because what you get in return is not going to be guaranteed to make up the difference for what you're giving up in RJ. Those guys are not guaranteed to show up when the lights are the brightest, like RJ did. Those guys are not going to be healthy like RJ was. No, he missed games due to injury in the regular season. But when I'm talking about health, I'm talking about when you need him the most. Available, uh, being available at the right time. You can sacrifice some games here and there in the regular season, but postseason, you can't guarantee that that is what you're going to be getting in return if you trade away RJ. It makes no sense. We want to talk about numbers? The numbers said that the Raptors didn't have a chance against the Cavaliers, and look at what happened. The numbers said that Brandon was the guy on this team, not RJ or Scotty, and look at what happened. That means that there's a possibility that the Raptors could move some certain guys around despite their terrible contracts. Just because RJ's contract looks more enticing doesn't mean anything. Because do you really think that other teams out there aren't going to see the desperation from the Raptors to try and make a move and try to screw them over? And do you really trust Bobby Webster to get the job done? What has he shown you so far to make you have trust in him? It just doesn't make sense. It's unnecessary. I know that people want to try and harp on the bad contracts and they're going to try and push that as an idea. Look, do you think people wanted Porzingis or Drew Holiday or Al Horford? You really think they wanted those guys? No. But because they won, and that's the difference here, is that the Celtics won. And a year later, those guys were gone, who played a major role in that championship that the Celtics won. The only reason why the there are players on this team that look undesirable is because the Raptors haven't been winning recently. And all three of those guys do not contribute in a positive manner into helping the Raptors with this, I guess, slight success, or I guess it depends on how you look at the regular season compared to the postseason. It's like, I guess, just success of that first round matchup against the Cavaliers. Here's another number that needs to be brought up. The Cavaliers have the highest payroll in NBA history. Yet, the Raptors played them like they were on the same level. It's ridiculous. You guys keep looking in certain areas to justify your reasoning, ignoring what we just saw, what is right in front of you. You saw highest payroll was basically neck and neck with a team that is just imperfect. The Cavs have a former MVP, former Defensive Player of the Year, all NBA players, all stars, future Hall of Famers, all of that on that team. And the only reason why the Raptors didn't make it into the next round is because guys were out with injury. That's the excuse that the Cavs have been using for the past couple of years. And this team struggled to be the team that was dealing with injuries. It's and RJ was at the forefront of making it difficult. One of the two guys, the other guy being Scotty. You want to throw CMB in there, that's up to you. But to ignore what happened, to just brush that off and think that, oh, there's going to be an easy replacement. No one's really putting a name to any of the guys that people want to try and trade RJ away for. No one's really doing that. Which is scary because it goes back to the whole hope thing. What are you hoping for? Can you try to sell people on this hope and sell them like a guarantee as to yeah, just sell them a guarantee. I don't I don't think you can do it. I like to see you try because that's what people want is the guarantee. I don't constantly repeating myself here, but that's what's needed. You can't try and just hope and pray that what you want works out. I almost think that these people are either not dumb fans within the fan base, or just people who aren't fans of the team trying to break this team up because they see the potential threat it can be. Because to keep treating this like this is 2K, to keep trying to sell to people hope. People want a guarantee. They don't want this make believe nonsense. Unless you people who want to get rid of RJ can sell people on this trade is definitely going to put this team in the position that we all want them to be in, which is being contenders. Unless you can sell people on that, there's no way anyone whose brain is functioning after seeing what they saw in the playoffs, there's no way people are going to buy into we got to trade this guy right now. So hopefully there are people that start backing off. I made my hopefully I made my point here. So again, it's just a dumb conversation that doesn't need to be had. It really is. Until you can actually provide evidence that can actually get people behind getting rid of him, you're not going to win this argument. Because, just to close out here, he's home. He showed you that he was the heartbeat of this team. He was probably the most consistent player in these playoffs. When the lights were the brightest, he gave you everything that you needed to look at him and even look at Scotty and say, these are the guys you need to build a team around. And the fact that people are just dismissing that, I worry about this fan base because you're making it very obvious. And that's another thing. You don't think that other people are listening and seeing how desperate you are? Seeing how desperate this organization could be to try and make a move to shore up some things, because we know what the issues are. But when you're making it blatantly obvious that certain guys can't be moved and certain guys can be moved, that limits you in negotiations. You can't make that so obvious. But again, hopefully I made my point, because I think this video is dragged on for long enough. So like, comment, and subscribe. Please, enough with the dumb things in this fan base. It's getting just too much. All this information available to us and people still want to make dumb statements. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.